What's going on, guys? You've obviously been very good kids. It's time for another day with Daddy. That's right. It's another time for a podcast where it's just you, me, nobody else. So, let's talk about the news lately. Have you guys been paying attention? Anybody out there at all? No? Maybe so. Okay, so let's flip the camera around and we'll do a little walk and talk with Daddy JB. So, anybody that has been paying attention to the internet lately has seen this. So, Zach Smith. Zach Smith, huh? Zach Smith is stated as being this lovely, and I will cite sources so nobody gets butt hurt. Polygon magazine, which is where we just pulled up this lovely article, states Zach Smith is one of the playtesters. He's also got a couple of credits inside the new 5th edition books. But there becomes a problem with Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, also known as Zach Sabbath, the article will lay this out, is an artist and tabletop game designer with a background in the adult film industry. I got nothing against somebody who wants to bone for pay. But the problem becomes when you then allow other people. Well, who is this lovely young lady? Well, that'd be Satine Phoenix. Well, doesn't that name sound familiar? Let's take a walk with Daddy JB here. We're gonna go to YouTube. We're on YouTube. YouTubing it. We're gonna go to the Dungeons and Dragons official page here. We're gonna go to playlist. And then we go under, well, let's take a look here. Sirens of the Realm. Wow, what is this? We're just gonna give us a chance to load. Well, that can't be right. What's going on at Wizards of the Coast? A couple of months ago, while enjoying some adult inhalants, me and my sister were talking about how Wizards of the Coast seems to be very keen right now that they got a hit on the multiracial special list. Okay? You gotta have chicks, you gotta have black guys, black women, you gotta have people of color, but you gotta have porn stars now. So a game that's trying to draw 12 to adults is using adult porn stars. Anybody and everybody that they can get their fucking hands on to make you, the viewer, watch. Like I said, I got nothing against people who want to bone for pay. But when you're running a company and you want to go and knock on Hasbro's door and be partners with them, you can't have fuck stars on your page. You can't have fuck stars who have been your fucking playtesters, okay? Because then you gotta turn around and you gotta make a statement. So let's take a look at this statement, and I'm gonna read it out loud to you here. D&D's statement regarding Zach Smith. We have spent the last week listening and learning from the D&D community. That means they've got a lot of angry fucking people that have sent them emails and shit talked them and whatever the fuck not, but they don't want to tell you the truth. They want to put it in Snuggle Bunny terms. Zack Smith, along with others, was engaged by Wizards to provide feedback on D&D Next the playtest, which evolved in the 5th edition. We have not contracted with him since, but we did take some of his partners from his game, like the porn star Satine Phoenix, and make her our fucking poster fuck bunny. I'm sorry, Miss Phoenix, you're probably a very lovely young lady. But this is how Wizards of the Coast want to do business? No wonder Magic the Gathering is having problems. But you can go take a look at a nice gentleman who puts a page out called The Quartering, and you can listen to him rant and rave about how the soy boys and the SJWs have taken over the game of Magic. Well, they've already fucking took over Dungeons and Dragons, and you motherfuckers have been asleep. I've been trying to talk to you people about it. You know, I put videos out, make comments on Facebook. You know, those that follow my personal Facebook. There's not one for this YouTube page. And there never will be because there's a lot of haters out there. And I really get fucking sick of having to deal with some of you people. But, so, if they haven't had anything to do with Zack Smith, Mr. Zack Sabbath, why are they doing a Dungeons Master Guild bundle raising funds to donate to Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network? You know what that fucking tells me? When you gotta go and you're doing a fucking bundle and you're doing a donation, that tells people like me, who fucking know a thing or two, that you're guilty of something. Now, whether you're really guilty of something, Wizards of the Coast, or whether you got white guilt because you basically allowed somebody into your inner circle that, you know, I guess if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it, you know. Because it was all kinds of fucking weird shit. And I'm into some weird fucking shit, you know. So, some accusations of physical, mental, and sexual abuse come from some of the people in that list. Let's see here. I'm looking for the juicy parts, sorry. Oh, they may have gotten rid of that juicy part. But essentially, they were just a lot of fucking weird shit. You know, and this is the other thing. This guy, Kenneth Haidt, a high-profile tabletop game designer and past collaborator with Smith, went on to apologize unreservedly to victims of Zach's abuse for any pain or harm I've caused them. How the fuck you cause them harm, motherfucker, by knowing the shit? You know the motherfucker, but you don't know what the fuck they doing. They might be over there fucking jerking off with their own fecal matter for all you know. But the fact of the matter is you don't apologize for things that other people do. That's where Wizards fucked up, in my opinion. They want to say, oh, I'm sorry, Zack Smith was a scumbag and he mentally and sexually abused people, which are bad things. Don't get me wrong. But you want to apologize to it. And then you gotta make a spectacle of it so the SJWs and the fucking flag burners don't chase you down the goddamn street. And you gotta say, we're making donations to people. How about you do yourselves a favor, Wizards of the Coast? If you want to run Dungeons and Dragons, no more porn stars, nobody that fucks for money, okay? That's what you got to do to clean house. Now, you notice if you've been over to any of their YouTube videos, their comment section is disabled completely. I'm gonna tell you what that means. Cause some of you kids, you like the Snuggle Bunny version of shit. I don't like the Snuggle Bunny version of shit. I like to tell you people how exactly it fucking is. They turned off their commentary on their page for these YouTube videos because they don't want you, the people, to be real on fucking YouTube. They don't want you to call them out for having a porn star. They don't want you to call them out for shenanigans that they may be currently pulling. You know, they're over there in Seattle, Washington. Okay? So let's do the math. They're on West Coast politics. West Coast politics means that, everybody's gender fluid. It's okay to fuck a guy. It's okay to fuck a girl. It's okay to walk around in women's clothing. Let's get that all correct. I ain't got nothing wrong with that. But I'm over here on the East Coast, motherfucker. And we think you gotta play by rules. If you want to walk down the street, don't touch no fucking kids and don't harass traffic, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want to have sex with another man, make sure that he's of age. That's all we ask over here. I don't know what the fuck they got going on over there. You got people that go on the air. You tell they fucking dabbed out of their fucking mind, kids. Dabbed out of their minds. They are fucking stoned on air. People made comments. That may be why comments are disabled. People be hating on it, the people that be on a show. It's understandable. But one of the fact of the matters is that you cannot police other people. Okay? All that you can do if you're a company is go, have you ever been a criminal? Have you been a porn star? Have you been a drug addict? Okay? Those are usually the first 3 fucking questions that they're going to want to know about you, the lovely employee, who's going to be starting there with them. Seems like Wizards of the Coast can't be bothered to even look at any of this stuff or even ask any questions because they want to be inclusive to everybody. A lot of things have come up that have been warning flags with their inclusiveness. Elves are gender fluid from a episode of Lore You Should Know with Chris Perkins and Chris Tito. Not going to get into it in this video. That was the first fucking red flag. And it rolled downhill from there. It rolled downhill with Sirens of the Realm. Got a game with 5 women. Thought we were supposed to be inclusive. Let's take a look at some of the other things here. Roll20 presents Waterdeep.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the very first episode.
A lot of these fucking people on this channel are fucking weird, okay? The Adam guy with a fucking half a fucking head, a fucking weird ass hair that's combed over and shit. You've been around the street, you've been around like I have. There's some things that just give away some stuff, you know what I mean? I just find that they really work themselves into a corner here because then you come into shows like Rivals of Waterdeep.
Jackson, and I'll be playing Shaka.
Let's take a look at it. That seems really inclusive to me. Person of color, 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 person of color. Some real inclusiveness there. Let's go take a look at some of their other videos here.
Hello everybody. Hello, welcome.
This guy again. What makes him worthy of having 2 damn games a week. You know? They've really just are trying to fill any and every slot, because you come over here, you got another fucking cast of fucking weirdos. You know, it's just, I can't tell you the last time that I sat down and watched Dice Camera action or anything. You know, these mothers I'll watch constantly.
I'm Captain Obvious, and Hotels.com.
Well, not you, Captain Obvious, but sitting there talking about Acquisitions Incorporated. It's still a really good show, even if it's not ran by Chris Perkins anymore. So, that's the current state of where things are. I'm about 16 minutes into this, and I think I've pretty much touched on it without going into cursing, flying into a rage, or any of the other things that, you know, where it's like, what is wrong with you people? The lights are on, but nobody is home. I mean, you can only say it so many times that, you know, Wizards of the Coast is going to be their own downfall because of inclusiveness, SJW, and West Coast politics. That's all I got for now. Keep in mind that I do have, since things have been hooked up and I'm in my new layer, there will be some upcoming videos that finish out some of the races videos that I was doing a while back. We're going to touch on some of these campaign settings and stuff that are officially not going to be reprinted for now. Give you some notes, some rundowns, and what you need to know. So, as always, keep your eyes open to this channel, and